Right. Welcome back to another episode of 3's Company podcast. Why, everyone cheer. Uh, don't sound so excited, will you, Jay?
Oh, sorry, I thought you was doing like some theme tune
No.
then as well. Like, yeah,
A theme tune.
we're gonna have to get a little jingle or something, aren't we?
Yeah, some jingle, something like that. Yeah, that'd be cool. Um, we got a bit of a. I want to say, I know it's episode 2, but it's a bit of a special episode. Wouldn't you agree, Jay?
Oh, it's gonna be
Yeah.
special.
A touchy subject for some people, if you do not think their way, some might say. Wouldn't you not think?
I mean, I've got an issue loading into my FIFA screen right now, so this is going well.
Nice, good start. Good start. But the topic of today's conversation is we're gonna go. Well, we'll talk about England Euro squad. We're gonna give our we've is it well we've done 26. We've done a 26-man squad who we think should be in the squad, and then we've also done a lineup of how we think England should line up.
Because we're clearly going to win the Euros, obviously.
Absolutely. If they trust us, if Gareth Southgate's watching this stream right now, trust us, we know how to do it.
We know how to team talk.
You give me a waistcoat, Gareth, and I'll sort your problems out. Don't worry about that.
Telling you right now. Telling you right now before we get started, if you've got Jordan Henderson in there, I'm blocking.
I might take him just for experience. Spoiler alert, he is not.
Oh, he's in mine. Not really.
He's not even in fucking call-ups for whoever gets injured. Anyway, should we start off by maybe talking about England's chances in this Euros?
I mean, they are possibly one of the favourites. I don't know how when you've got such a boring manager.
Yeah, I know. When you've got like Spain, you look at Spain's squad, and you look at even Italy in a sense. I mean, Italy aren't as much of a threat, and I don't think Spain are as what they used to be. And Belgium, I think Belgium are a very underrated side.
I don't even think Germany are that much of a threat, really. Although it is, I think it is in Germany, isn't it, this summer? So
yeah, it is in Germany. Yeah, I mean Germany
Can you
have
hear
got a
me?
strong team. Yeah,
yeah, we can hear you. Sorry.
Oh, sweet.
Germany has got quite a strong team. There is some but there's always like a little underdog somewhere. Your teams like your Denmarks and you know what I mean, like your Croatias and stuff like that. That you won't think they get far, but sometimes they do. Switzerland are another one. Switzerland,
Yeah.
They always seem to do well at any tournament, even at World Cup. They always seem to get to quarters or they get through group stages.
Maybe if England was a underdog, would do better. We might actually win a tournament.
Yeah, we might actually. I mean, in reality, when you look at the squad on paper, I was talking to my mate at work about this. If you look at squads on paper, we have by far got the best squad. I'm sorry, but we just have.
I think the mixture of young talent coming through, and then your experience, you would think that we probably do have the best team on paper.
Absolutely, we've got a fucking right squad on paper.
They just need to add me and you into it. We'll be all right.
Yeah, we'll be what do you call it? We'll take over. Do you know what really irks me though is this whole Ben White situation, because Ben White's my boy, and I would have him in that England team any day of the week. But
Look, I've said it to you gaming before. I would rather stick something on the table and chop it off.
yeah, then what?
I'm sticking with that than take Ben White.
Really?
Not because he's not good enough, because he's had a very good season for Arsenal. I just think the right back situation for England has pretty much sorted itself.
How's that?
You've got Kyle Walker, who, let's be honest, has been England's number one right back
Yeah,
for
he's going to play.
a good few years now. You have got Trent Alexander,
Who's
although
shite.
people
Can't
question,
defend.
people do question his defending. I totally agree, but he's one of those that possibly could
But then
still get in the team.
You flip the coin on the other end of the coin. You've got Wan-Bissaka, who is brilliant at one-on-one defending, but he don't really do much going forward.
Thing is with Wan-Bissaka, they call him the spider because he can tackle, but that's about it. His legs are all over the place. Like if you ever watch the guy run, he's got 2 left feet. I think. Yeah, he wouldn't even come close to the England squad.
So, do you think Kyle Walker has had a better season than Ben White this season?
Personally, no.
No, I don't.
But if I'm looking in the eyes of Gareth Southgate, which we know he does all the time, always picks his favourites, and Kyle Walker's one of them.
I don't. To be fair, I've got no quarrel over picking Kyle Walker. I'll be honest with you, I've got no quarrel over it. But what I do have a quarrel with is everyone slagging Ben White off, especially these retired footballers, people like Jamie O'Hara. I mean, who cares about his opinion?
The pundit's problem is that if it's true, Ben White basically turns around and says, "I don't want your call up."
Yeah, exactly. But at the end of the day, you don't actually know. Like, there's all these stories. No one knows why. Like, he could have had an argument in training. You know, people say that the rumour going around that he don't fit in. That's stupid. Everyone said that he does fit in and stuff like that. And then they had the thing that he hates football, which we kind of know that.
My personal opinion is that he's probably thinking, right, Arsenal are on a title challenge this season. If I go to England camp and get injured, I could be out for the rest of the season.
Yeah. I wonder if they did have an argument with one managers and stuff like that. Who knows? End of the day, when it comes to push and shove, he's not going. It's as simple as that. So
I'd argue with Southgate anyway because he missed a penalty in 1996.
Yeah, blame him for 1996. But we do have squads up. We have made his own squad.
Right. So do we want to do like the first 11th and then see how ours compare to each other's?
Well,
start from like keeper.
Well, what if we do a squad list first? Put that up, and then we'll do the lineup after.
I mean, anyone in my stream is going to see my lineup anyway because that's how FIFA plays out. So.
That's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my squad list up on now. I've got my squad list up. Right, so we can go through it together though. So did you pick 3 goalkeepers?
I actually didn't.
I picked 3, but I've also picked on some people are injured, but they'll be back in April time. So kind of a fully fit. I'm going with like a fully fit. If everyone's fit, kind of thing.
Yeah, well, this is what I'm basing mine on. Everybody's fitness and they're all raring to go, sort of thing.
Go on then. We can go through.
Okay, if I had to pick a third keeper, then I would have picked Ramsdale.
Right.
My two keepers are Nick Pope and Jordan Pickford.
Yeah, well, mine's exactly the same. Other than I've picked 3 goalkeepers. It's Ramsdale, Pickford, and Pope.
If I had to pick a third, and that was what the case was, then I would have picked Ramsdale easily.
Yeah, who would you?
They'd have been my 3.
I mean, they've all got the strengths, they've all got the weaknesses, kind of thing. End of the day, they're all kind of as good as each other, I would say, for England. So there's not really much like you can debate that, Ramsdale's had a better season, like last season. Ramsdale's had a better season, he should be starting, but then Pickford's playing well for England, and then obviously Nick Pope were playing well for Newcastle at the time. So it's like we said before, it's a good dilemma to have, kind of thing.
Yeah, it is.
There's 3 pretty solid goalkeepers there. So
I mean, I think out of the 3 of them, Pickford's distribution is probably better there.
Yeah.
With like kicking wise, I think he's always been good at that.
And I think Ramsdale's a better shot stopper, I'd say.
Yeah, Pickford's one of these where he makes saves look better than they actually are.
Yeah, and he's a bit of a showboater. And he also should save. He should save some. Some goals have gone in that he should have saved, kind of thing. But anyway, definitely. We can debate about that all day.
I won't tell you who I put in my starting keeper unless
we'll leave that for now.
Screen, then you'll know.
We'll leave that for now. So we'll go for right backs. We'll start on right backs. How many right backs have you got?
I have picked 2.
I've got 2.
So I have gone with Mr. Kyle Walker and
obviously
Trent Alexander.
See, I've gone Walker and I've gone Joe Gomez.
I have got Joe Gomez in my squad,
Yeah.
but as a centre back. So
I prefer
Yeah.
him. I prefer him at right back. I think he's stronger than Alexander Arnold.
Yeah, and he's obviously the better defender. I
I
think.
don't even have Trent in my squad. I'll be honest with you.
That's fine. I think he's actually injured at the moment. So again, it's
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
those. If he's back, he's back.
Yeah.
If he's not.
Should we go centre backs?
Yep, I'll let you go first on this one.
So my centre backs, I've got. How many have I got? Well, I've got five centre backs.
I've got four. Actually, I missed a right back.
Did you miss a right back? Who have we got?
Kieran Trippier, because again, he's one of them.
Oh
that
yeah, I
Southgate
forgot
always
about.
picks.
I forgot about Trippier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did forget about Trippier. It's my bad. My bad. Anyway, let's keep going. So I've got five centre backs. I've got Tomori, Stones, Dunk, Conser, and I've put Maguire in because everyone says he plays well for England, but I might take Maguire out and put Trippier in.
Okay, so I've gone with John Stones, Harry Maguire, Tomori,
Yeah,
and Gomez.
you gone Gomez, yeah.
Yeah.
I quite like Conser for Aston Villa, so I feel like
Again, he's very, very good. He's a very good young player.
yeah,
But Oz, I mean, yes, he could easily be in my squad as well. But again, if you're looking in Southgate's eyes, he wouldn't get a look in.
yeah. But that's the thing, though. We'll do ours, and then what we'll do is after we've done as squad as well and as lineup, we'll then we'll say what we think the lineup's going to be.
Southgate,
yeah.
Southgate will pick the likes of Sol Campbell, Tony Adams.
Yeah, but obviously I feel like Tomori needs a better shout because he's just not getting any England game time. But
and he deserves it.
I don't understand why. It seems pretty silly to me having someone that's won Serie A who's playing really well for AC Milan.
Yep.
Get and then not even getting in the squad and putting someone in that's played like 3 games for Man U. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously Lewis Dunk, he's a solid defender. Yeah, he lacks a bit of pace, but he is tall and strong. Maybe
he's tall and strong. He'd be good at one. He'll be that kind of defender that you bring on in the last 10 minutes if we're winning and we need to be solid at the back.
And also he can push him a bit further up and have Kyle Walker sweep up behind him because that's kind of what he does anyway. Obviously, John Stones. You don't need to discuss John Stones because it's John Stones. Obviously, Maguire.
Again,
there's another argument.
He always gets in there, doesn't he?
Yeah, but you could argue that he's always played well for England. I mean, I can't argue.
He's solid for England. He is solid.
Yeah, I can't argue that he hasn't played well for England because he has, but sometimes he does make silly little mistakes. But who doesn't? The footballers. And then who else we've gone? We've gone through all of them. Obviously, I just went Conser. We talked about Conser. What about your left backs?
So my left backs, I could put Trippier at left back, and I've obviously gone for Luke Shaw.
Yeah, I've got Chilwell and Shaw.
I know Trippier's played left back before.
Yeah, well, I might take Chilwell out. I might swap him and put Trippier in because I completely forgot about Trippier.
Yeah, I did watch the highlights from the game yesterday, and Chilwell was appalling. So
yeah, obviously everyone has bad games, but I probably would take him out and put Trippier in for him. Like I said, it's just my mistake forgetting about it. But yeah, he can play him at left back. But if Luke Shaw's fit, I don't see why he's not starting at left back. He's probably his best left back.
He is.
I can't think of anyone else.
No, I can't think of really any other left backs, to be fair.
We'll go. Should we go midfielders?
Yes. There's quite a few of those.
No, I've got quite a few because I've classed people like Foden and stuff. They put them as forwards on the England page, but they're not forwards. They're midfielders. Let's be honest.
Yeah, they're midfielders to me too.
Go on then.
So I've gone with Declan Rice. Easy pick.
Yeah.
Jude Bellingham again. Easy pick. I've gone for Kobe Mainu.
Mm-hmm.
I've gone for Ward Prowse.
Yeah.
I've gone for Bowen. I've gone for Saka, Foden, Palmer of Chelsea, and also Easy of Crystal Palace.
Eze, you mean?
Or
Eze,
Eze, yeah.
So mine are, I've gone Rice and Bellingham, obviously.
Yeah.
James Maddison, Phil Foden, Mainu, Palmer, Harvey Elliott, and Jack Grealish. I've got Saka and Bowen in, but I put them as forwards.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah.
I think, obviously, if you don't start Rice and Bellingham, then you shouldn't be England manager. As simple as that.
Yeah, I think those two kind of pick for themselves. You know,
Yeah.
they are the two that stand out for midfielders. Oh, sorry, I've got James Maddison as well. I do apologise.
I was debating Ward-Prowse over like Grealish or someone like that, but I just don't think he would even. He's not even going to get a look in Ward-Prowse, unfortunately.
No.
I don't think he's as good as some of the midfielders on there.
I think it's more for his free kicks, his set pieces.
Yeah.
He's very, very good, but you can't really pick a player based on that.
Maddison's same as Maddison can do that though.
Yeah.
Phil Foden's a gimme. This is Phil Foden. He's fucking brilliant. I've agreed with you on taking Mainu because I do think he's a good little player, and I think it'll do him a world of good if he does get a bit of game time, a bit of experience. You can see he's got that. You can see he's got a bit of class in him anyway.
Yeah, he does.
Obviously, Cole Palmer's been performing well for Chelsea. I don't see why you won't pick him. In a sense,
that's the reason I picked him, just because he's had a really good season.
He's been carrying. Again, he's been pretty much carrying Chelsea.
Yeah, and he's been another young, upcoming player.
Yeah, really good.
Had a great season.
Absolutely. And then obviously I went Harvey Elliott from Liverpool. People seem to overlook Harvey Elliott, but I think he's a good little player.
Yeah.
I think he does. I think he deserves a spot in that squad, but obviously we know he's not going to get picked. But I would take him. He's a very positive player. How can I say it? He's, from what I've watched him when Liverpool have played, I do think he's a good little player. And then obviously Grealish, because Grealish does what Grealish does, doesn't he?
Yeah, again, Grealish is one of those that he has had a lot of injuries this season, but again, he's a player that you can bring on when England are winning, and he'll get you fouls and free kicks and stuff like that. He's just one of those players that really piss off the opponents.
Yeah, he's good at linking up as well. He's not a bad player at all.
I mean, I suppose every football team as well needs a pretty boy, don't they? So
absolutely, you got to have Jack Grealish and get some more ladies. Get some more ladies watching.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, I don't really have any gripes with our midfield. I mean, I can't really sit there and go, wow, Ward-Prowse doesn't deserve to be in there, but because it's, he does kind of thing. Yeah. There's only so many spots, and there's only so many, things people you can pick.
Yeah, definitely.
Anything else you want
to add? No, we can move on to the front line.
Forwards. So the forwards, I have obviously Kane, Saka, Watkins, Tony, Rashford, and Bowen.
Okay, so I've gone with Kane, Saka, again Foden, if you could class him as a forward.
Yeah.
Rashford, Bowen, and Watkins.
No Tony.
No Tony, just purely because he was banned.
Yeah.
For being a knob. So
I do think he'll still get. I think he'll get put in the squad though.
Yeah, possibly.
I mean,
I think really
any of them strikers are named other than Kane. They could score 40 goals from now to the end of the season, and they still won't get in front of Kane. So
that picks itself up.
Yeah, then it doesn't matter. Watkins can go out now, get 4 hat-tricks in 4 games, end up the season with 41 goals. He still wouldn't get picked to start ahead of Kane. It just wouldn't happen because it's not going to happen. But obviously, like, if you're down and you want to stick to up front, people like Watkins and people like Tony are good to have there. Especially Tony, he's good in air, strong player. Watkins is fast, he's good at finishing, you know what I mean?
Either one of those two could come off the bench and nick you a goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're capable of it.
And obviously you've got like Saka and Bowen, they kind of explain themselves. You know what I mean? They both had
Yeah.
good. They both had good seasons.
Again, Foden's just had an outstanding season for City. You
Yeah,
can't really
you
not
can't
take
not.
him.
Yeah, he's an unbelievable player, Foden. It's just like it's Foden,
You
isn't
know,
it?
yeah, you could argue that you could have Foden on the left or you could have Rashford on the left. It just all depends on what Southgate decides he's going to do.
Yeah. Obviously, we'll get to that at the end
Yeah,
because I bet the squad I've picked and the one I think he'll play, it'll be like not worlds apart, but it won't be. But there's no gripe. There's no gripes with that. Again, I don't really like because obviously there's only a certain amount of English players you can pick from. Um,
yeah,
it's like you took Tony. Am I bothered? No, because obviously there's only one. There's only going to be one striker spot, and it's going to go to Kane, so it doesn't really matter, does it? I suppose.
No, I think based on that, there was only probably a couple of players that we'd pick differently, but
Yeah,
then they're not important players that would probably start in the squad. So,
yeah. Do you want to go to move to lineups? We'll move to lineups. How about that? Do that.
so
Transition.
do you want to say your 11 or
Well, I can do my 11 if you want because I want to describe like I've got because obviously I couldn't move
yeah, yeah,
positions about properly. So what we'll do is
yeah? No, that's fine.
get rid of that. So I'll put mine up. So mine. So you said on when I set it up, it's come up as a 4-1-4-1, but
Yeah,
either way, it's not really like that. So obviously I've gone Ramsdale. I think Ramsdale's starting goal. Obviously, people
yeah,
will debate. You've got three keepers to debate from. Again, they're all good. Walker right back. I've gone Stones and Tamori and Shaw. They're the back four.
yeah,
I've got one holding midfielder. I've got Declan Rice sitting in front of defence. And then I've got Saka on the right. I've got Bellingham in the middle. And I've got Madison in middle with him. Foden on the left. So obviously Saka and Foden are more because I can't push them up on the tactics thing.
yeah,
They're going to
yeah,
act as more like kind of wingers kind of thing. Um, it's just basically have Madison sitting in middle as like a centre midfielder, spraying balls, you know,
yeah,
and then pushing Bellingham up with Saka and Foden, to link it all together kind of thing. Because obviously, if you've got Madison, because he's a brilliant passer, you've got Madison spraying balls out, passing, linking up with Bellingham and Saka and stuff like that. Then obviously Kane up front. But for me personally, I think that's the strongest lineup. But obviously, everyone's got the different opinions. Uh, I like I like Madison for England, especially on like free kicks and stuff like that.
yeah,
And I like the one holding midfielder rather than the two like kind of negative play midfielders. Because Declan Rice could probably do a job for two people. Let's be honest. He's done it.
yeah,
He's been doing it all season for us. But I think Madison and Bellingham have worked well together because you could kind of give Bellingham a free role as such and say you just go like because obviously that's what Real Madrid do, don't they? They just
yeah.
basically
They
give him
do.
a free role and just say to Bellingham, you go out there and you just do what you need to do. If that's dropping back and getting ball or pushing right up to box or going out wide, whatever, and just say to Madison,
Yeah,
you just control that middle bit. Declan Rice will clean up behind you. He'll do all cleaning up, and you just control that middle bit. Pick out passes and link play together and stuff like that. And obviously now Foden and Saka coming back and forward. And obviously Kane does his own thing, doesn't he? It's Kane. But
yeah,
I would specifically say to Kane, don't come to halfway line to get ball. Just try and get behind or push their defensive line back a bit. Some
yeah,
along those lines anyway. And obviously you're always going to have Shaw and Walker fucking bombing up line anyway. And then obviously
yeah,
if any centre back like goes on a run or is up for a corner, you can have Declan Rice filling in there as well. So that's kind of what. Then obviously subs. You can stick any. You can put Watkins on for Kane if you need to, and put Grealish on, and fucking if you want to be more defensive, put like take Madison off and bring another like you know what I mean.
yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah, but that's kind of what I've gone with. Obviously,
Yeah,
the picture on screen, if anyone's watching my stream, the picture on screen does not justify how I want the formation to be, because it's just we're painting ass and not playing ball. But yeah, but I'll happily move on to yours.
Right, okay, so I've gone for a 4-3-3
Ooh,
standard,
interesting.
really.
Right.
So in goal, I've actually gone with Nick Pope.
Yeah, which is fair play. I'm not going to argue with that.
Uh, things we said earlier about Pickford. Sometimes
Yeah,
he
yeah,
makes saves that he makes look good, but
yeah,
there's
absolutely.
times where he's let goals in and it's like, you should have really saved that.
Yeah,
So I've gone with Nick Pope.
yeah,
My right back is Carl Walker.
yeah.
My centre backs are Tamori and Maguire with Luke Shaw.
Right. Okay. No Stones.
Now, I've gone with
Interesting.
Maguire purely because he
It's
has
because his
always
England
performed for
reputation
England.
kind of thing. Yeah, yeah. I get
Yeah.
it.
And I think, I don't know, I think he's just more solid than Stones. Stones is, when you watch Stones to City, he does move into that centre midfield role a lot for City.
Yeah,
I just think for England, you need your centre backs to just be there. Do you know
yeah,
what I mean? We're not Man City, we're England, for God's sake,
yeah, yeah. We're negative.
Uh, yeah, and Shaw purely because he's
He's just
probably
over
the
left
left
back
back we've
really. Isn't it?
got.
You could put Trippier there, but Shaw's a safe bet in it.
I mean, Shaw purely because he's the only one that scored in a final for
Yeah,
England
yeah, yeah.
that I know of, so he gets ahead. So then I've gone for the two in centre midfield, which I've put Declan Rice. Again, he just covers everything in that
He does, doesn't
midfield. He's got legs for days,
he? Yes.
that guy. Probably a biased opinion, but I have gone with Kobe Mainu.
Yeah, there'll be a bit of bias in there.
Again, he's 18 years old, but he's been phenomenal this season for United, and his little cameo last night for England, what I've seen, was pretty good.
Yeah,
And in the camera, I've gone for Jude Bellingham.
yeah.
Again, picks
Obviously,
itself.
it picks itself. Yeah, you're right there.
He's just amazing. My right winger, I've gone with Saka. There's no other person I would put there other than
No.
Saka at the moment.
Yeah,
On the left wing, I've gone for Foden over Rashford because Foden's just had the better season.
yeah, absolutely.
Rashford, don't know where he is at the moment. So
Yeah,
Foden purely because his performances for City this season, and he scored a banger against United. My striker, Harry Kane.
yeah.
You
He's going
can't
to be in
pick
it. You
any
can't.
other person than Kane.
You can't. Even like I said,
You know,
even if like I said, Ollie Watkins gets 40 goals, he's not getting in front of Kane.
nah, Kane's.
He's a
I
captain as
think he
well,
is that.
so
He's captain and he's England's all-time top scorer, isn't he?
yeah, absolutely.
So he's got to be there. He's loving life in Germany and he's banging in
Yeah,
goals. So
he is. Yeah,
why not?
why
Just
not?
got to
Yeah.
pick him.
The thing I want to discuss actually, just really quick, is I want to know how England are actually going to use Declan Rice, because since he's come to Arsenal, he's kind of had a role change as such, where he plays Jorginho next to him, and he just has Jorginho sitting there, and almost gives Rice like a free role kind of thing. Which
Yeah,
I think
I mean,
I think it's improved him as a player.
he
He
can
looks,
do it. He
yeah,
can do that role,
of course he
without a
can do it.
doubt.
But
But I think
yeah, I do think England are going to use him more defensively than it.
if you
Than
went on
anything else.
your lineup, he would have to be that one that sits
It would.
back with your
That's.
lineup.
I wouldn't want
And
anybody else.
yeah, and I think with my lineup as well, he'd have to stay back because
Yeah,
Mainu. People say, "Oh, Mainu's more of a CDM," but he's not. He is actually more of a box to box.
yeah,
So you would have to stick Rice in between that defensive midfield, and he'll just do his job.
yeah. Um, well, it's like anything, and it's like they've got different tactics at England. They've got like different stuff. The way they train's different, but especially with our lineup, Declan Rice, I wouldn't have, like I said, I wouldn't have anybody else doing
No,
that role. I don't think there's anyone better than him in the world at this moment in time doing it.
no. I mean, the last tournament, it was him and Calvin Phillips. Again, that was too defensive for my
Too
liking.
defensive. It's too negative. I can't, you know what I mean? Like we're England, we've got all these young talented players, and we're just playing defensive. We'll score a goal and defend, and we can't defend.
Yeah, if you look at that back four, either mine or yours, they're very much identical. Just one has Stones, one has
Yeah,
Maguire. You've got three of that back four that have got speed for days. Carl
Absolutely.
Walker's rapid. Tamore's rapid.
Yeah, he is.
Shaw's quick.
Even Stones is
You've
pretty
got
quick on his. Like,
yeah,
he's deceptively quick. He's quicker than Maguire. I know that.
yeah. You've got
But
Rice that has leg.
Maguire's a lot better in air.
Yeah, you've got Rice that have got legs and just can just run that midfield all day long.
Yeah.
So you don't need to play that negative way of football. You don't need to have
No,
10 men sat back. You don't.
I know
Then you've got the
it's
likes of Mainu and Bellingham who can carry that ball forward. You've got Saka and Foden that, can take on players, can put a ball in, and you've got Kane just to bang those goals in. You
yeah.
don't need to be negative.
No, I know. But who are we? Who are we?
Well, we're proper England managers, mate.
Yeah, proper England there. Share you, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
So, shall we go on to what we think the lineup's going to be?
You mean what we know the lineup's going to be?
Well, maybe not know, but so we can both agree the keeper's going to be Pickford.
Pickford's definitely going to be
Yeah,
that number one
absolutely.
role. Yeah.
Obviously, it's going to be Walker.
It will be Walker. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be Stones and Maguire.
Yeah, of course it will. Yeah.
And if Luke Shaw's fit, it'll be Luke Shaw. And
If Luke Shaw is fit, it'll be Luke Shaw. If it's not,
it
I've
might be
got a feeling
Trippier. It might put Trippier there, I think.
I mean, I would prefer Trippier there than Chilwell.
Yeah. Obviously, Rice will play. And
I think he will then pick Henderson.
Yeah, I think he'll probably pick Henderson
and
next to Rice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. I don't think. Thing is, I think he'll start Rashford over Foden.
He will start Rashford over Foden. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, favouritism.
I think he'll pick Saka.
Saka and Kane, easy.
Yeah. I've got an awful feeling though that he's going to take Sterling and play Sterling.
Sterling doesn't deserve an England spot. No, he hasn't done for ages.
I've got a terrible feeling he will, and it'll start if he takes him as well. I've got an awful feeling, but then you can't. There's no way. There's not one person on reserve that can convince me that Raheem Sterling deserves to be starting over Saka. Not one person can convince me.
But when you look at these teams, okay, I think 9 of them spots are 100% guaranteed. So you got the keeper. I think the defence, what we said, is guaranteed.
Yeah, and
Walker, Stones, Maguire, Shaw, if Shaw's fit.
Rice and Bellingham.
I still think Henderson. I think the only spots that I might have probably said this completely wrong now. I think that it'll be the left side of midfield, left winger.
Left winger. I think another centre midfielder as well. Well,
because he could. He might not pick Henderson. He'll have Henderson in the squad.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
I don't think Rashford so it's going to be between Rashford, Foden, possibly Sterling. Like you said, you just never know.
I've got an awful feeling that they'll pick Sterling and take Sterling, even though he's done nothing for Chelsea.
No,
he's not. Even with England, he's not really done that good either.
He hasn't done for a long time.
No, there could be some like rogue ones that get thrown in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he called up that Brathwaite or whatever he's called from Everton. He could potentially get put in. Who else is there? He's not going to pick Ward-Prowse. Let's be honest.
I don't think he will, and
I'll be honest with you. I don't think he'll pick Mainu either. You know.
Well, if he doesn't, then I'll hunt him down.
I don't even think he'll pick him for the squad. But
I just think now,
if there's 26 spaces, they deserve the spot on there. I think.
If there's any time now he picks up and coming youngsters, it's now.
Yeah.
He's done his, I don't know how many years he's been manager, and he's picked all these oldies like Henderson and
we've basically had the same team for the last fucking 6 years.
Yeah, he needs to be bringing in the likes of Mainu, Palmer, Harvey Elliott, the youngsters. Tamori, Ponce or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Conce.
Try these players out. It's not going to hurt.
It's a thing that like we were talking about last night on stream, the friendly, and like half the people he took didn't play. So he didn't play Tony, I don't think he put Brathwaite on either. Obviously put Mainu on. Who were others?
Rashford came on.
Yeah, Rashford came on because obviously with it, I can quickly check that now actually. Because you would have thought with it being a friendly, you would have. So we put on. So the people that didn't play were Johnson and Ramsdale, obviously, Branthwaite, Madison, and Tony.
Yeah.
So Gomez, Dunk, Conser. So that's three defenders he put on for a start. Conser, Dunk, and Gomez. Obviously Walker got injured, fair enough, and then he put Bowen, Mainu, and Rashford on. Obviously we were missing key
Ollie Watkins
players.
up front then.
Yeah, Ollie Watkins up front, yeah. Obviously he had Gordon in and Gallagher. Again, in my eyes, they shouldn't be in the squad.
No, those two
But
definitely
Gordon's been
shouldn't be.
injured for about 3 months, so I don't understand how he's got in the squad.
And Gallagher plays for Chelsea, and they've been awful. So is he.
Yeah, they're not playing very well either. But like I said, I don't think like he had Pickford, Walker, Stones, Maguire, and Chilwell. I don't think much will change other than Shaw. He had Rice and Gallagher. Putting Gallagher next to Rice is a bit confusing to me. I don't understand why he did that, but yeah.
Yeah. But if you put Mainu there, that's like having Rice and Curry. Do you know what I mean? The combination is just amazing.
I like that. But yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. But my next question is, where do you think England are going to come in Euros?
Now
Um,
everyone seems hyped that we're going to win it. Personally, I
let's
think
have a
we'll.
look. Let's have a look at the Euros squads. The what do I call it? Let me search it.
England group.
I'll look at group. Yeah, 1 second. I feel I've spelled it right. Euro 2024. What the why? Why is it coming up with England? Women's. UEFA Women's. Where the hell is it? What's it actually called?
Just put England Group C Euro 24.
Uh, right.
So it should be Denmark, Slovenia, and Serbia.
Why can't I look at the table for? I'm confused as to why it's not coming up. But anyway. Right. Let's have a look then. Fixtures. This app's not up to date, obviously. Oh, that's why I'm looking at it wrong here. Right, it's not up yet. So what I'll do is put it on there. So I want to compare it to other groups as well.
What is it you're trying to find, mate?
I was looking at all the groups. Right, so England have got obviously Serbia, Denmark, and Slovenia.
I mean, without a doubt, we should win all three of those.
Yeah, they should be winning them. Denmark are a bit of a hurdle, I think. I don't. I think they're very underrated. Um, but I think out of all of them, Germany have probably got best group maybe. So we'll run through Group A. We'll go. So Group A is Germany, Scotland, Hungary, and Switzerland. So personally, I think Germany and Switzerland will be going through on that one.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I mean, Scotland have a slim
Yeah,
chance. I don't think
slim.
Hungary really have a chance.
No. Then you've got Group B of Spain, Croatia, Italy, and Albania. Bloody hell, that's an hard group.
That's an interesting
That's
group,
a
that
that's
one,
a
isn't it?
that is a hard group.
I mean, on paper, you'd say Italy is Spain, but
I
never,
don't think
never.
I think it'd be Spain and Croatia, mate.
I was going to say you can't count out Croatia.
I don't think Italy are that good anymore. That's a really difficult group. Would you agree, Spain and Croatia?
Uh,
Or do you want to go
maybe
Italy?
no. I'm gonna go Italy, but
You go
Croatia
Italy.
definitely have a chance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, you go Italy. I'm going to go Croatia for that. Then obviously Group C is England's group.
say
Group
England
D,
and Denmark.
Group D, E and F haven't finished yet. I don't think there's only three teams in there. One Group D is, at the minute is Netherlands, Austria, and France.
I think that'll be France and Netherlands.
Yeah. Then Group E is Belgium, Slovakia, Romania.
I mean, Belgium for sure. I don't know who the other one left in that group is.
Yeah. And then Group F is Turkey, Portugal, and Czechia.
I mean, it could Portugal, and then I would go. Oh, I don't know. Maybe Czech Republic.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know what the team's going to be yet.
No,
I wonder if it's coming out with knockout. Does it tell you knockout or goes?
I mean, if they're playoffs, they can't be like. I don't think they'll be fantastic teams as such.
No, but it don't tell you who plays who. Do you know what I mean? Normally it'll say
No,
like
it
winner of
doesn't.
Group
Yeah,
D versus winner up of whatever. But I don't think they've sorted that out. It's a bit too early to. But like I said, England on paper should be winning. I mean, only other squad really is probably France that'd challenge.
and I'd still possibly say Spain.
Really, you think Spain?
Yeah, just with their play style. I don't think they've got the squad that they used to have, but I just think the way they play football.
I mean, that group could go either way. I mean, it could be Italy and Croatia that go up in that group. You know what I
It
mean?
could do.
It's just,
I mean, let's be honest. At most tournaments, there's always a big team that has a really stinky
yeah, absolutely.
tournament.
Well, there's guaranteed one in Group B unless they get through on. Is there like a playoff? I think there's playoffs in there for third
It's
place.
nah. I think it's just position 1 and 2 that go through.
No, but I think there's a playoff on for three.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think there's like
Two?
everyone that finishes third that goes. Yeah, it's possible next round. Yeah, it's a possible next round. I think so. It was sort of like a playoff. I think I'm not sure. Who knows? Because it's not fully done yet, is it? So, um, but
Wait
like,
there a second. We've just been through those groups, right?
all right,
Oh, it's all right. I was going to say I don't remember seeing Germany, but it was Group A. It's fine.
yeah, the group stage, yeah. Personally, I think France probably might have a chance of winning again because they've got a really strong squad. I don't really think much to any rest of them though. From you think 20, 10, 15 years ago, like you 10, 15 years ago, you think we're playing Italy, you think for fuck's sake, you know what I mean? You're playing Spain, you're playing Germany, Italy, you'd be like
I
fuck's
mean,
sake, we're out kind of thing.
Italy we've beat recently.
Yeah,
Germany we beat in the last tournament. Spain we have beat recently. So they're teams that can be beaten.
yeah, absolutely. We can't seem to beat France though.
No, we can never seem to beat France.
No, but I don't know. It'd be an interesting Euros.
Like he's saying like first, second, third, or fourth. Like in like what are you?
Well, we're just looking
Oh,
at the
so
groups.
Oh,
Oh, you wondering about who wins, who comes second, who comes third, kind of thing.
yeah.
Oh,
well, we could in the finals. I do think it's going to be okay. Or I want it to be England France.
yeah. Well, obviously, it all depends on what group plays who when they
Yeah,
get through.
yeah.
But personally, I think France are getting to the final regardless. Um, I think with the squad we have, we should be getting to the final. But I do think France will win it again.
Yep, I remember watching games with you.
Yeah, yeah, when we watched
I
it
got
last
so
year.
I launched the chair across the bar.
Yeah,
So
I would go with France winning, England runner-up, and
yeah,
Germany third place.
Germany third place. Ooh, do you know
Just
what?
because it's in their country.
It's just like Belgium. There's something about Belgium. They never
Belgium a
win
few
anything.
years ago, but I
Yeah,
just think if you, I mean, I don't know how well. I think Kevin De Bruyne is getting on a bit now.
yeah,
He's getting on a bit. He gets a lot of injuries. You've got Romelu Lukaku. Let's be honest.
yeah. Dries
Is
Mertens
it?
don't play anymore, does he?
Yeah, Mertens doesn't play anymore.
But obviously
So
you got Trossard now as well, and like I don't think does it Carrasco still play? I don't think he does he? He's Belgium.
uh,
And Thomas
he
Lemar
still
as well.
play.
But whether they still
Carrasco
get
does.
picked.
He still plays, but I don't know if he does. If he's in
They
the
always
Belgian squad.
the thing about Belgium is they don't have a defence.
They have a very, very old defence.
Yeah,
If you
well they
think
had
of people like
Vertonghen
Vermaelen and Vertonghen,
and Alderweireld and stuff like that. They didn't,
yeah,
but and they got money here as well. I'm
yeah, I
gonna have
think so.
I'm gonna have a quick. I'm gonna just have a quick glance at the Belgium squad. Uh, Belgium. Let's have a look.
Belgium.
Let's have a look. So they still got Vertonghen in. Strange. Like I'll tell you, I'll read through the defenders and see if you know any of them. I know three. So you've got Vertonghen, uh, Meunier, Castagna.
Yeah,
They've got Fass from Leicester. I kind of know him. Then they have Arthur Theate, Coney De Winter, and Zeno De Bast. Again,
they they all sound like world beaters.
absolutely. And then the midfielders, they've got Yuri Tielemans, uh, Aurel Mangala, Oliver Deman, Asta Vradic, or Vradix, um, Amadou Onana from Everton, and Arthur Vermeeren. Not a clue.
Do you
And
know what? I was just thinking maybe we should stay away from other teams because saying that I'm looking at the squad and I'm like, yeah, I can't
yeah.
say that word.
Then you've got Lukaku Batshuayi, Trossard, Lubakio, Lois Apenda, Jeremy Doku, Jonathan Bakayoko, and Charles de Ketelaere, I want to assume. But yeah, I suppose like nothing really strikes me with that Belgium squad anymore. But they always seem to do kind of well. But obviously, it's friendlies have been picked, so that squad is not, um, it's not guaranteed to be in that. So look at Spain squad.
I think we've actually got Belgium in a friendly next.
Yeah, we're playing Tuesday night.
Yeah.
But same with Spain's defenders. Like they don't like when you think you just have Puyol and Ramos, and now like we've got Jesus Navas. How that's fucking happened, I don't know.
I think he's old as well when he's getting
isn't
on.
he? Danny Carvajal, Grimaldo,
He's old.
Laporte. Who the hell's Robin Lenormand? Mark Cucurella, Vivian, Pedro Porro, and I want to say Sabasi. Again, they don't scare me whatsoever. Midfielders: Marino, Fabian Ruiz, Danny Olmo, Rodri, Alex Benea, Orhan Sunset, and Martin Zubamendi. Again, no fear whatsoever in them. Forwards: Osolu's injured. Morata, Sarabia, Gerard Moreno, Aranzabal, Nico Williams, and Yamal. Again, nothing. This is just
Yeah, there's nothing that. There's a couple of young, good talents in the Spain squad, but when you think of their striker like Morata, I mean, I've known him be at Juventus. I think he was even at Chelsea at one point. He was awful.
And now, if you go into French squad,
Here we go.
so you've got Lucas Hernandez, Pavard, Upamecano, Jules Koundé, Jonathan Klaus, Theo Hernandez, Canate, and William Saliba. See, that scares me a bit more than it does Spain.
I mean, you could even drop him Varane in there as well.
Absolutely, yeah. If you want experience, like, he's still a good defender.
Yep.
And then midfielders is Rabiot, Guendouzi. The fuck, where did he come from? Yeah, Guendouzi, Taushemi, Fafana, Camavinga,
Yep.
Zaire Emery, whoever that is. But obviously, Tashami and that Camavinga are really good.
Yeah, they're Real Madrid players. They're very good.
Rabiot's always good for like something. He always does something, doesn't he, for France?
Yeah, yeah.
And then obviously attack of Giroud, Marcus Thuram, Ousmane Dembele, Mbappe, that Kolo Muani is really fucking good as well. He's a bit underrated.
He's very good for PSG, yeah.
Yeah, and Moussa Diaby from Aston Villa, who's, he's really good as well. And that's probably missing players there as well.
Yeah, there's no Griezmann, unless he's now retired, I don't know. But you've got Griezmann.
Yeah, agree. Like, France have got one of the strongest squads, I believe.
I'd say they have.
So look at Germany.
Good luck saying their names.
It'll be fun. Right, so Antonio Rudiger, Jonathan Tah, Mittelslat, Robin Koch. A fucking put him in German team is shite.
Did he rob my cock? I mean, sorry.
He played for Leeds last season, yeah. Waldemar Anton, Benjamin Hendricks, David Raum. I mean, not to shout about, but the better. I think it's better than Spain one, but that's just in my eyes. Midfield, you got Tony Kroos, Thomas Muller, Pascal Gross, Gundogan, Robert Eindrich, Josh Kimmich, Kai Havertz, Florian Wirtz, Musiala, and Pavlovic. Their midfield's probably one of the strongest midfields. Tony Kroos and Gundogan, and Musiala's a brilliant player as well. Kimmich as well, he's good. Obviously, their attacks like nothing, like Fulkrug, Undav, Bester, Forrich, and Maximilian Baer. Don't know any of them. I know Fulkrug.
But then they're also in that lineup. I didn't hear Sane or what's the other one called? Gnabry.
Gnabry, yeah. There's no Gnabry over here. These are just friendly squads, but obviously.
Yeah.
Who else should we look at? Should be one more. Italy?
Holland.
We'll do Italy, and then we'll do Holland, and then we'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
So Italy, let's have a look at their squad. Fuck keepers. So Matteo Darmian.
Legend.
Giovanni Di Lorenzo. Gianluca Mancini. Bastoni. I'm not even pronouncing his name. Bellanova. Adogi. Scalvini. Yeah. I mean, it's average, innit? Then I've got midfield Bonaventura, Jorginho, Pellegrini, Barella, Dimarco, Locatelli, Fratesi, Foroshuo, and Cambiasso, Andre Cambiasso. So we've got some good midfielders in there, I'll give them that.
They have.
Yeah. And then forwards, Zaccagni, Orsolini, Chiesa, Zanolio, Retegui, Raspadori, and Lorenzo Luca. I mean, there's nothing to shout about really there, is there? Again.
It does sound pretty average.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't see the end of this. None of these squads are better than England's other than France.
No, that's what I mean. I think England and France have the best squads.
And then we'll go.
And we were against last year and we lost to them.
Yeah, we lost in World Cup. So, Netherlands defenders have got Daley Blind, Stefan de Vrij, Virgil van Dijk, Nathan Ake, Mathis de Ligt, I'm not pronouncing his name, Frimpong and Hartman. Personally, I think Netherlands have got one of the strongest defences as well. I mean, they've got Van Dijk, Ake, De Ligt, De Vrij. I don't know what the left and right backs are like.
Frimpong's good.
Yeah, Frimpong's all right. Leverkusen, isn't he? And then you've got midfielders of Wijnaldum, Martin de Roon, Dumfries, Shooten, Veerman, Myers. I'm fucking not pronouncing that either. Who has two J's together? Mats Wyfert, Quinton Timber. Yeah, a couple of good players in there, but again, nothing to shout
Again,
about.
they're not like the Holland squad from
No, they're
years
not.
back.
No, nowhere near. And then forwards are Memphis Depay, Weghorst, Malen, Gakpo, and Simmons. It's not a bad attack. We've got some good forwards there.
Yeah, Weghorst is amazing.
Yeah.
Apart from when he plays for Man United.
Depay always seems to play well for Man U. They never play well for Man U, for Holland. Obviously, Simmons is tipped to be really good as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
And Malen's doing really well at Dortmund. So there's not really. But again, on paper, I wouldn't say it's better than England's.
No. I wouldn't say there were many players in there that would go in that England squad. Van Dijk, obviously.
Yeah.
But
I'm just skimming through Croatia squad to see if there's any. But there's no. Only standouts are like Kovacic and Modric, Vlasic, Guardiol, Kaleta.
who's that in my... Someone's in my stream. I forgot who it is because I'm having a brain fart. Oh, Reese. He said, can he join the party?
Yeah, the party's ending now.
Yeah, it's practically... I mean, you can jump in for 10 if he wants. See what he's got to say.
Yeah.
You can jump in for 10 if you want. Come on, chop chop. You move as quick as Jordan Henderson, you do.
I'll invite him now.
Poor Jordan Henderson.
Poor Jordan Henderson.
He's here. The lanky so-and-so's here.
What do you mean I move as fast as Jordan Henderson, mate? I'll have you know, he was in his prime at Liverpool.
His prime at Liverpool. Yeah, we were just discussing squads. We've just gone through. We've literally just gone through every other top nation squad and trying to compare it to England's. And other than France, there's not really many. There's not really anyone that scares me personally. But who am I?
I'll tell you a team this year that probably will strike a bit of fear: Belgium.
Again, we just went through their squad. It's like, yeah, but
Netherlands, yeah, fair enough.
They always seem to do well. Belgium. It's Belgium, innit?
It's like it's going to be France, Italy, England, maybe Croatia again.
Yeah. Well, you've got Spain, Italy, and Croatia all in the same group.
So no matter what, one of the big dogs is getting sent home. No matter what.
Personally, I think it'll be Italy that go home. I think Croatia and Spain will go.
I think we're overlooking another team, you know.
Who's that?
Scotland.
Oh no, nowhere near, mate. No,
Alan McCoy's coming out of retirement.
No, it's like I had me I've got me whole list.
Yeah, go through it.
Everything.
Yeah, go through it.
So I've gone with Pickford in there. Right.
Yeah, but have you done a full 26 or just a lineup?
I've done my actual lineup, but then I've also got me 26 that I take with me.
Right. Okay.
Right. So I've gone with Jordan Pickford in there.
Right.
It was either him or Ramsdale, but Ramsdale is meh. Pickford for England, we saw it was it a few years ago how well he did.
He did, but me and Jay had this discussion of sometimes he should be saving stuff that he's letting goals in that he should be saving.
Yeah, but then we can say that about Harry Maguire as well. He should be defending some of the stuff that he
doesn't.
doesn't.
Ramsdale's a better shot stopper. Ramsdale's a better shot
100%.
stopper. Yeah. But Pickford's better with his feet.
Yeah, I mean, I've gone with it's the obvious one: Shaw, Stones, Maguire, and Konsa. Because I wouldn't put Walker there. I'd put Walker a bit further up.
Would you? Oh, this is interesting.
I'd put Walker a tiny bit further up.
This is what we want, Jay.
See, because the way that you see that he's at City, right? He sprints up and down that right flank like there's nothing.
Right.
and he's still not tired. Like you look how he was against France, against
Right.
Mbappe and Coman. He was keeping up to Coman and Mbappe, only just to Mbappe, but he was still doing it.
Yeah.
But he was also sprinting box to box. He's like a Kante,
Yeah.
box to box, but he's a defender, but could
Right.
play as a CDM if needed. And
Cool.
then for the centre mids, I've gone with Bellingham and Rice. I mean, Rice is an
It picks
absolute
itself.
brick.
Picks itself,
It's
doesn't it?
just a brick.
Yeah.
But then with the left, I've gone with Foden, and the right, I've gone with Cole Palmer.
Interesting.
You're sacked.
Because... No. Rashford doesn't deserve to play on that
No, he
right-hand
don't.
side.
We've had
I
this
don't think
discussion.
no.
Saka, yeah, but he's injured. If Saka was there, fair enough. Yeah,
He's only out for a
100%,
few.
but
He's only
Saka's
out for a
pulled
few
out.
days. He's only out for a few
Yeah.
days.
It's like the thing as well with Walker. He did his hamstring against Brazil.
Yeah.
But yeah, as a City fan, that is traumatizing for me. But up top, this is quite a rogue one. I've gone with Ollie Watkins
Love
and
you.
Harry Kane.
Both of them together.
Yeah,
I don't mind that. Actually.
play Kane as a centre forward and have Ollie Watkins as like the 10 and have Kane as a 9.
Do you want me to run through my team and explain mine?
There is quite a lot that have been left out, aka Harvey Elliott.
Yeah, I've got him in mind. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So I've gone
Elliott
with.
needs it.
I picked Ramsdale. Obviously, I'm a bit biased. And I've gone Walker, Stones, Tomori, and Shaw. Just because Tomori's just deserves a chance. And then
Oh yeah.
I've just got Rice sitting in front of defence on his own, rather than having two. And then in front of Rice, I've got Bellingham and Maddison. And my aim is to basically say you Bellingham like it does for Real Madrid. You free roam, you just do what you want. You link up play, and I'd say Maddison to sit in middle and just like orchestrate passes and string play together. You know, he's good on set pieces as well. Have him just string it all together. Foden on left, Saka on right, and then basically push them up with Kane up front, and just basically have Bellingham as a free roam at middle, and just have Rice mop up anything. Just say to Maddison, you do what you need to do. You link it all up. If you lose ball, Rice will be there to mop it up for you. Don't worry about that. And just have Rice clearing all that crap up in midfield, and just have Maddison orchestrating it all.
He's like the English Rodri. That's what I think of Rice like, as the English Rodri.
This, like I was saying to you, I don't think there's a better set of defensive midfielder in the world at the minute than him.
Oh, it's him between him and Rodri, 100%.
I think it just tips Rodri, but that's just.
You think?
And Casemiro.
Oh, Casemiro can get in the bin.
2 years ago, Casemiro would have been a different story.
Real Madrid Casemiro was undefeated.
Yeah.
Right, do you want to hear my team then? Because I know you're all going to start whinging. Ryan's heard it.
I'm not going to whinge.
Right,
with
in
Joe
goal.
in net, I've got Luke Shaw at centre back.
In goal, I got David Seaman. Right, okay, I've gone with Nick Pope. My back four: Carl Walker, Tomori, Maguire, and Shaw. I got in the three in midfield of Rice, Bellingham, and Kobe Mainu, obviously. Up top, Saka, Foden, and Kane. Right. I think my team's pretty fair.
Right, this Kobe Mainu shout, yeah, fair enough. He's young. It's his first call up for England. But he's never done it before.
What I want you to do is go into your town centre, find a homeless person and suck their toes.
I will do, mate.
Yeah?
All right.
But you leave my Kobe Mainu alone.
To be fair, I do like Kobe Mainu. I don't think he should be starting for England, but he definitely deserves a spot in there.
Like Calvin Phillips as well. I'm glad that he's not there.
No chance.
Yeah, I'm glad he's not there. But one person that shouldn't be there, in my opinion, is Ivan Toney.
Jay said the same thing.
I said that because of the
because of all these betting and stuff.
Yeah,
mate. It's
I
like
won't
they're
give a fuck.
promoting to say, yeah, you've done well, here you go. But then he was banned for years for playing.
If it were fucking 0-0 at World Cup final and you brought Tony on and he scored a winning goal, I don't care what he fucking did.
It's like you look at Madueke as well, playing in the unders.
It's just a different. What it is though, it's a different outlet. Rather than England teams in past have just had one outlet and it's been negative. and we've had one way of doing it. Now, like with some play, like Kane can play a different role, and you could put Watkins on, and he can play like one of them running behind, push line back, running behind kind of thing. And you could have Tony as he's good in air and stuff like that. So there's different outlets for these players because they're all different players.
And what do you think about the Anthony Gordon as well?
Well, he's been injured for
No.
about 3 months, so it don't make sense to me.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
It don't make sense to me.
I would
It's
love to
like
be in the
that,
mind of Southgate because I don't know what goes through his mind.
I
It's like
understand
that,
he's going to give
the
some
Everton centre
chance.
back.
Yeah, that Branthwaite.
Mate, he's an absolute beast.
Well, he didn't fucking play a minute against Brazil, so he can't be that good.
No, 'cause he's in the seniors. He's not even there.
No, he wasn't. He were bench.
No, Braithwaite's in the seniors.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but he didn't put him on.
No, mate, it's
Or did he put him on? He put 3 defenders on. Because Walker got injured, he put Gomez, he put on Conser. He might have put Branthwaite on. I can't remember.
it's like what do you think about the Jared Bowen shout as well?
I don't mind Jared
Personally,
Bowen.
I don't think he deserves it.
Oh, do you know what, right? I think because obviously they play on wing, you name English wingers. So you've got Saka, Sterling,
I think
Palmer.
Sterling's been missed out.
I don't think he will. That's the thing we did. I've got an awful fucking feeling he'll take Sterling, and I don't want him
I
to.
honestly hope that he does. It's like with Grealish as well. I don't want Grealish there, but he's good for England.
He is, but Sterling. I don't think so anymore.
I'd take Grealish over Sterling.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Grealish.
For that reason, because he gets all the women watching.
Absolutely.
I thought you were
Yeah,
only
and
here
then you can
for-
get
I
all
thought you were only
cameramen
here for
zooming in.
moral support.
You get all cameramen zooming
Yeah.
in up with a crowd.
On that juicy ass of his.
Those juicy calves. Oh, let me take a bite of them.
So
Should have
Reese,
seen
Anyway,
me last
anyway,
year,
back to the
that year
debate.
watching it with Brian. What were it? We were on a work night out, Christmas Day or
Watch it.
something, weren't we?
yeah.
And we were just too busy watching games
You
instead
were
of
France.
enjoying work night out.
So Reese, the question was what I asked Jay last year is, where do you think England will come in this Euros compared to where you think they should be? Which squad they've got?
All over my face. Oh,
Alien,
sorry.
brother.
Personally, I don't think we're going to win. France are going to win 100%.
Yeah, I said that. I think France will win.
France 100%.
Yeah.
I think we
some of
all
their
agree with
players
that
at
one.
the minute
Yeah, we
are
all
on
agree.
form.
Even Holly agrees with that.
Upamecano, Chouameni,
Colo
Mendy.
Muani.
Mate,
Mbappe.
Mbappe and Muani up front is just lethal.
When
Dembele
they
as well.
last time,
Yeah.
I still don't think they should have won that. When we and
It's
Ryan were
like-
watching that game,
No, they shouldn't have done.
they should not have won that fucking
Pickford
game.
should have
They
saved
should
that
not
first.
have won it.
That long range shot, Pickford should have saved that, by the way.
Harry Kane's
Yeah,
fault
they
for
were
missing a
like,
Ram-
penalty.
watched it.
Ramsdale and Pope are saving that. That's all I'm going to say.
You'd have put your house.
They should not have won it that year that they won it, and we fucked up massively on a few of them, but
Game.
they should not have won that game at all.
No.
And there should have been a rematch. They should have
Rematch?
redone
Give
the
all the
game.
fucking rematch.
No,
Yeah, what's Peter Crouch
Why?
as referee?
I just think how like that it was. Well, me and Ryan, loads of us got so angry because we were literally seconds away from winning. We could have won that game so easily. Even you agreed, Ryan. We could have won that.
We should have won. But
We
we didn't.
should.
We didn't. And that's it. We didn't win. That's the worst thing.
That's when
I
Kane
just
skied
feel
that
like
penalty,
whenever
wasn't
we're
it?
up against
Yeah, it is.
France, I just feel like whenever we're up against France, we're always going to fucking lose.
We can't beat France. It's like a bogey team for us. We can't beat
Exactly.
Belgium either. We can never beat Belgium. But anyway, so you think France are going to win it? Do you reckon England will get to final?
I reckon England will come third.
So on paper, though, so squads on paper, where do you reckon England should be finishing?
England should be in the final 100%.
They should be winning it.
Yeah,
I think
they
England's
should be,
squad.
but they won't.
No,
They
I know. I'm
won't.
not
They
saying they
never
will, but
They
England's
always
squad
butcher
on
it.
paper.
Every single year they've butchered it.
Yeah.
Italy butchered it.
It just makes no sense. England's squad on
No.
paper, it's like a part on par with France.
Yeah.
It's either some tactically, they'll sit and they'll play 7 defenders almost, They'll play three centre backs, and then you'll play 2 wing backs and 2 holding midfielders, which basically just leaves 3 people up front. It's too negative half the time.
I reckon it's going to be the same as last time they played. It's going to be England against France, and they are going to win it hands down. Yes,
Croatia are always sneaky as well.
Yeah.
Croatia will get far, and you'll have like a road team, like I was saying to Jay, like someone like Switzerland. They always get to quarterfinals of everything, whether it be World Cup or Euros. Switzerland are always there and thereabouts. You know, they always cause problems for a few teams. Croatia,
It's the same
obviously.
with Scotland as well. Though. Scotland did really well in that last Euros.
Yeah.
Like fair play to them, they did really well.
And then you've got teams like someone like Denmark or something like that. You know, they're not easy teams to play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like Sweden as well. Sweden's a hard team to come up
They're not
against.
even in it. I don't think Sweden are in
They're
it.
not in it.
Are they not in it
No,
this year?
Yeah, they're not in it.
No.
Oh, even better then.
Yeah, and obviously you've got your
Norway.
Germans.
Norway
You've got
aren't
your
in it.
Germans.
That's Haaland out, which is massive.
Yeah, you've got your Germans. Obviously, they're just efficient. You've
I
got
think
your Germans.
the one thing that butchered the last
Really, mate.
Euros was how Brazil didn't make it as far as everyone
Euros.
thought.
You mean
Brazil
World Cup?
in the Euros.
Yeah, World Cup, sorry.
Yeah, World
how
Cup,
Brazil
yeah.
didn't make it as far
Yeah.
as
We're
what
just
people
like at the
expected.
end of it now, mate. But yeah,
So, I've got a
Brazil's
question to finish off when
Go on
we're
then.
ready.
Right, well then.
So, at the end of this tournament, do we think Southgate should remain as manager or go?
No, he needs going. He's trying to be like Pep.
But even
Yeah.
if he
The way that he's
wins,
trying to do it, he's trying to work it around. Because yeah, fair enough. Most of it is City players in the England squad. Fair enough. He's trying to play it like Pep plays it, trying to
Even
work it from the back, work it through.
even
It's
if he
never
wins,
worked.
so you're saying he should be sacked even if he does win the Euros?
If he does win, fair enough. If he doesn't, when else are we going to do it? Like realistically, this is our year to do it.
It's either
We've
this
got
one
all
or
the
next World
all the
Cup.
youngsters that are coming in, like all this fresh new talent that's coming in. Like yeah, look at Germany, Thomas Muller. Even though his age, look at how he plays still.
Yeah, I think what it is with Southgate, it sounds stupid, but with him being a defender, he's always thinking defensively. He's too scared. He's too scared to push too many players up to concede, and with some of the attacking talent we've got, I just think it's stupid not to play half of them. We don't need 3 centre backs and 2 wing backs. That's stupid. We don't need 2 holding midfielders because Rice can do a job for 2 people. That's how good he is.
Yeah.
You know, you've got the likes, like I say, you've got Bellingham, who's brilliant. Even Maddison, like, obviously he's been injured a bit for Tottenham, but you know he's got quality. You know, Saka, Foden, Palmer, even Mainu. You know what I mean? Rashford, obviously he's not the best.
As if you put Mainu last.
I did put Mainu
No,
last.
I'm
Rashford last.
joking. I'm joking.
But even
I mean,
like
Rashford, I agree with.
yeah, but he's had a poor season, but he can turn it on for England. You've got like some Ollie Watkins, Jared Bell, all these attacking players with so much potential, and they'll play. Yeah, I'm not a Man U fan, obviously, you know that. And then he'll play they'll take Jordan Henderson, he'll play Rice and Henderson in midfield. He'll just sit in front of fucking defence. He'll play Maguire, Stones, and probably put fucking some stupid like Kieran Trippier at left back, and you just kind of you lose kind of 2 players or 1 player just by playing that negative.
Boehner's making some valid points
Yeah.
here in the chat. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, Jay, it's about Man U.
He's just taking a bit of
Right.
experience. He won't start.
Ban him. Ban him.
Another few that I think should have had a call up. Ben White, 100%.
He did.
We
No, he
spoke
did.
about that, didn't we?
We spoke about that. Ben White just refusing to go.
Ross Barkley.
Yeah, he's played well for Luton. Ben White would have been a starter for me, by the way.
And Dominic Solanke.
Oh, Boehner
Dom
said
Solanke,
Ben
yeah.
White was called up, but he refused.
Yeah, no, I did. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
said he
he was.
refused.
Ah.
Yeah, Dominic
I
Solanke
reckon-
though is
I
doing
reckon-
amazing.
I'd reckon Ben White would coming back into set up if they had a management change. I think.
Yeah.
Well, either way, I just think yet again, it's going to be us against France for finals, and we're going to get our asses handed to us. It's without a doubt.
It's just like
I don't want it to be. I actually want to win the game, like we should have done
Well,
that
obviously.
year. But I genuinely think they're going to win it again.
Maybe
I
we
think-
could put Peter Crouch on.
Yeah, bring him
Stop
back.
pulling that fucking comment that I said. Go
Right.
away.
I think Saka's sent himself home because Arteta's made him come home. I reckon.
What for
We've
the
been-
Prem? Do you reckon?
Yeah, well, because what I reckon is because obviously they must contact the clubs, and um, Arteta really said if it's a friendly, like we're in like a precarious position at league, like it's we're challenging for title. If you don't need to play him, don't play him, kind of thing.
Oh, Vayner said a good one. I would honestly bring in Ivan for Kane.
More chance
Ivan for Kane as a backup.
you've got more chance of pissing gold bars than Kane not starting for England. I've said to this to
Madison
Jay,
and play Kane in Madison's position and Ivan up front.
no, that's not going to work. But to be fair,
Who are these people in your stream? They're
I've,
nuts.
I've,
MZ Vayner is a really good Twitch
Harry
streamer.
Kane does spend most of his time in midfield anyway. But
Loves his football, you see. He's an Arsenal
you could
fan
have
like Ryan.
you could get Ollie Watkins now. After this is what I said to Jay. You could get Ollie Watkins now. He could play 4 games in a row and score 4 hat tricks, score 41 goals this season, and he still would not start over Kane. He just
Jay,
wouldn't.
he said, "Don't test my ball knowledge, Man U fan."
Nothing wrong with being a United fan.
Not right with that.
I'm
But
hoping
anyway,
we actually finally win it.
I'd get rid of Southgate just because of his waistcoat, to be honest.
It's just waistcoat. Yeah, I don't like your waistcoat. Get out. I just think. I know what you mean, mate. I do know what you mean. But I was saying also, like Watkins, Kane, and Tony all have different. They're all different players. They're all different styles of play. You would think.
Yeah, one gambles.
You could have one gambles. Yeah, he's not very good at it apparently. Yeah, we could like Tony's a good target man, or you could switch Tony out, put Ollie Watkins in, and just tell Ollie Watkins to just run, try and get in behind, pull defenders away, kind of thing. Leave space for Kane. I don't know, but again, we can discuss it all day, and it'll never happen because Southgate will pick Harry Kane, and that's it. There won't be any. Well, there'll be no Watkins. There'll be no Tony. There'll be none of that. It'll just be Harry Kane. It's just
When does it officially get announced then?
when's what get announced. It's closer when it gets closer to
Probably
the
June
Euros
time.
itself. Yeah, it's a difficult. It's like obviously it must be difficult being in charge of that, seeing all that talent and who do you pick. But it's like some decisions. Like we know Jordan Henderson's going to go. We just know he is.
He's made another good point there. Read that, Ryan.
You know, 10 at the back. That's what I said. We'll play 3 centre backs, 2 wing backs, 2 defensive midfielders. Have 7 at back. And just have no attacking threat whatsoever. And Kane's not quick. I don't think Kane's quick enough to counter attack. He ain't got that pace.
As
He's
long
a
as
bit like
Grealish is there, I'm happy.
Olivier Giroud.
Yeah, he's a bit faster than Giroud, but not fast
Yeah.
enough.
No, he's still a donkey if you ask me.
You can't say much for me.
I bet I
What
can't
do you
colour
mean?
it,
I'm
like.
fast, mate.
I'm taking piss out of your height, bro.
Don't even.
Either way, I feel like we're going to set ourselves up for disappointment yet again.
Yeah.
Get all my hopes up, get all the beer kegs ready, get me telly ready in back garden just to get smart.
Yeah, it's
We
exactly,
literally
that's
went
exactly
and
what I'm
watched
saying.
And for it to
club
rain.
every game. Every game.
Southgate will counter attack. And the thing I hate most about when England play, and I don't know if it bugs you guys, but we'll go 1-0 up in like 10 minutes, and then we will just sit behind the ball and defend for fucking 85 minutes, and it winds me up, Chronic.
Oh,
Because
I've been watching that all season, mate.
We can't defend.
I've been watching that all season with Man United. We go 1-0 up, we
That
sit
is
back.
a very good point because you look at the Italy game.
Just sit
As
there
a United
and
fan
defend.
and jockey, I'd stick to watching horses over watching Man United too.
They did well against Liverpool. Do you support
Look,
City,
this is a
Reece?
podcast about
I do, mate,
football. It's meant to be
Oh,
chilled.
so we've got a City fan and a United fan in this bloody podcast. Oh, God, don't for us.
I
You've
just
had a
feel like
United fan and a City fan from weeks playing Among Us.
Old
I just,
Trafford is falling down. Da, 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 da. Ten Hag is a fucking clown. Da, 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 da,
I
da,
bet you
da.
used to support Man U when you were a kid, didn't you? And the Man City started winning
Yeah.
shit, you up to.
Right, Vayner said, "Sorry, mate, no hate. You just started it."
What,
So
me?
he's messing
Nah, mate,
about.
Is-
I was born. I was born and bred blue from the womb, mate. I was there watching Robinho, them sort of days.
Rubinho, don't you mean fucking Sean
Yeah.
Goater? Fuck
Mate,
Rubinho.
nah.
Feed the goat and he will
yeah.
score.
Robinho,
Short
he
right
thought he was
foot.
actually joining Man United.
Fucking Paul Dickoff. Let's
Oh,
go.
You've
mate, leave
got
Paul Dick on
so
out.
Pull your dick off.
there's Ryan, Jay, and Reese. Reese is a Man City fan, and Jay is a United fan. And obviously, as you know, Ryan's a fellow Arsenal fan like yourself, and I'm just a part-time Liverpool fan when I can watch the games.
And a Peter Crouch fan, apparently.
And a Peter Crouch fan, yeah.
Oh, shut up! I wasn't a Peter Crouch. Fuck off.
But
I
yeah,
said what I
Sneezed and my
said
brain
was
tickled.
Peter Crouch was good at the start of Liverpool until fame went to his head and he became a stuck-up knob. That is all I said. I never said he
Fernando
was a good
Torres.
player.
but yeah, it's like
Fernando Torres.
to kind of like summarize it. We're all gonna get out. We're all
And
like,
then,
yeah, England are gonna win, and then we're just gonna be fucking disappointed because we'll come against either Croatia or fucking Belgium or France, and they'll
Right,
just
let's be honest, okay? And I'm guilty of this. I always pray England go really far because I
Yeah, I
love
do.
football days when England play, so I can get pissed in the beer garden.
yeah, absolutely.
That's the only reason. That
great,
is the
isn't it?
only
That's what
reason.
me and Ryan did every game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only reason I like them going far.
I just feel like we're just going to set us up for disappointment, but you know, I would love to be proved wrong.
Yeah.
Do you know what I wouldn't mind if we got like say semi-finals or final and we went and played like really attacking football, and you know what I mean, and just really put us heart and soul into it, created chances, and like maybe like lose 2-1 or go out extra time. But fucking scoring a goal and sitting back and defending for 85 minutes, it's just not football. It's a coward's way of playing football, especially with the team we've got. It baffles me why we do it.
Yeah, Ryan,
Like,
I've got
as you
another.
were
I've got
saying,
another.
paper. We deserve to get all the way, but
do.
we just know it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Because one thing
Ryan.
will go wrong, and that's it.
Yeah, we can't afford Saka getting injured this season, mate. That's for sure.
Exactly.
We cannot afford
Ryan,
that.
I've got an idea for the next podcast.
What's that?
So if Reese wants to join us at some point during it,
Wait, I'll be
Let's
there from the beginning,
all.
mate.
So okay, the three of us, four of us, name the best 11 Premier League like team of over the years. Or
Oh,
whatever.
you mean
Do you know what I
team?
mean?
Yeah,
I've
You
already
should
got
get
that.
Vayner
We don't
in
want
on it
that.
as well. He's a huge
Yeah.
football fan.
Yeah.
He plays a lot of like
I've
football
already
games.
got
Get
that.
to
in the
get
head,
people
Jay.
to send
You're
them in.
already
Yep.
You team
I
like
play
basically.
this every day with me, Dad. Every day.
Yeah,
Vayner said if he's around for that podcast,
Yeah.
he'll definitely come in and join it.
we'll do a little Premier League special and like.
He's
Yeah.
giving you
Yeah.
his Xbox swag. I'll copy and paste that and I'll send it to him in a message, Vayner.
Also,
Thank you.
I'll just
what
add it now.
about an England
All right.
all-time 11?
We could do two if you
Yeah.
can do that if you want. You could do like
Yeah, we can do that.
an England all-time 11 and a Premier League all-time 11. I'm fine with that.
With that one, what we could do is instead of it being a Sunday, because obviously you're on a time limit with work in the morning, we could do it another night where you can do it like a couple of
Yeah.
hours. Do you know what I mean?
Before we start actually gaming, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. That seems like a good topic actually.
I'm just here for moral support and I pipe up when
Because
I know
it's
what
just
I'm talking about.
Basically, it's just to see who's fucking biased as fuck. That's all it is.
But I don't think we've really been biased for this England squad. Like,
No.
like you didn't just pick Arsenal players. I didn't just pick United players. Reece didn't go with just City players. We've been
No.
fair.
Yeah, Jude Bellingham deserves a massive shout. Bro is 22 years old, smacking up every single league he's been in. German league, smashed
Yeah,
it. Spanish
absolutely.
league, smashed it. If he comes to the Premier, in my words, my honest opinion, it'd be better than De Bruyne in the Prem, hands down.
Well, it depends what team he goes to though.
I've
Say
added
he
you as
goes
a
to
friend
like
as well, Vayner. I've added you as well.
where would he go? Liverpool maybe. He'd be better than De Bruyne, hands down.
He's better
Absolutely,
than
yeah.
Liverpool, I think.
Yeah, I think
Mate, hands down.
I don't think we've already discussed this in the last one. I don't think Liverpool are going to be the same when Klopp goes.
No,
Yeah.
No,
way.
Vayner's
no,
right. Like Bellingham's
no.
looking at Ballon d'Ors in future. He just is.
I think when Klopp goes, Liverpool are going to go down the shitter.
He probably
I really
will
do.
do.
I said that in last podcast. I said it and I'll say it again. We wouldn't be where we are now without Klopp. We wouldn't.
What if you
End
had
of.
Crouch?
Oh, fucker, I said one thing! One thing! Piss off!
All right. Here's one for you then. So, Joe, how the debate at the minute is Messi Ronaldo.
Yeah.
In 5 years' time, who do you think it's going to be between for the greatest players of all time?
I don't know. It depends on because
Me.
they're always attackers. Because you could say the same thing about Declan Rice. He could get better.
I'd say Bellingham is going to be there 100%.
Oh, yeah, Bellingham, yeah.
So in
Uh,
5 years' time,
If you say
could be
Toby
looking
fucking Mainu, I'm going to knock you out.
no, you could be looking at Bellingham,
Oh, this is for you, Reese.
Could be
Mbappe,
Haaland. Could be
looking at
Haaland.
Foden as
possibly
well.
Haaland.
Maybe
Foden.
Foden.
Even Saka,
Nah, he needs to
maybe.
sort his trim out.
Saka possibly, yeah.
Saka, maybe. Fucking. I want to put Rice in there just because he's a defensive midfielder. But even
Reece.
that'll never happen.
Hello.
Vayner's
Jody
added
said
something
Grealish.
here. He said, City fan might hate me too, but if I can't say the
Haaland.
name. Haaland wants to continue as one of the best, he needs to get out of City and go to Spain.
I can honestly agree with you that Vayner, mate. He's not unlocking his full potential.
I can see down the line Haaland at Madrid and
With
Bellingham
Mbappe.
at City.
With Mbappe.
Mbappe will be on the left, Haaland down the middle.
Imagine that fucking.
I think the
Haaland
only
and
team that can
Mbappe.
afford Bellingham would be Man City at the moment.
Yeah.
Or Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle.
I mean,
but he's
Bellingham
older
would be
than Newcastle.
stupid to go
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, but like you think maybe 3 years' time, Newcastle are gonna have one of the strongest squads in the Prem.
You say that this financial fair play thing that's coming now, it's teams differently.
Mate, look at City. How many times
3
we've
years'
got away
time.
with it?
3 years'
But no,
time,
Vayner,
City are
there's
going to
no
be in
hate in this
conference.
chat. There's no hate, don't worry.
They've still got those, 115 charges against their name.
200 and something now.
Yeah.
Oh, more? Yeah.
Yeah, it's 250 something at the minute.
I mean, we could have a whole 2 hours discussing City
We
cheating.
could.
So
Mate, I'd happily go down that route with you.
Could.
So, Reece, Vayner's put City's there for developing right now, and after the FFPs are finally resolved, City are in big trouble.
I think what'll happen with City is the same that happened with Everton. They'll get points docked off them, 100%.
Well, Everton were docked, 10 points?
Yeah, 10 points, yeah.
For
And Forest as
just
well.
a handful of charges.
Forest got
City
6.
should be docked about
Or
100
4.
points then.
Did Forest get 4 points deducted? I think it won't, it?
It's like people are saying that City should be relegated to the Championship. Yeah, fair enough. It probably would be that way.
They won't do it because City bring money into Premier League. It's all about
City
money.
brings so much.
Money,
it's ridiculous.
money makes the world go round, and this kind of thing, especially this day and age. And because City is such a obviously they're signing all these big players, big clubs, big names. It's bringing more money into Premier League, and they're thinking, hold on a minute, if we punish these lads, kind of thing, we're going to lose a lot of money. So that's why they've gone for their Evertons and they're not even Forest. They're not bringing millions and millions into. You know what I mean?
What I would do for a City punishment is take away their title wins, but keep them in the league.
Oh, you strip me of our Champions League. I'm going to be fuming.
Yeah.
No, but the financial fair play isn't that just within this league? It's not. It's just Champions League, and that count as well.
Yeah.
Well, this can be all something for
take away that as well. Then fuck it.
It's
You
gonna
take that away from me, I'm going to start swinging.
This will be a good convo though for the next podcast.
Yeah, but it's going to have to be.
Vayner's on about jumping in as well. You're going
Yeah.
to have you, Jay, Reece, and Vayner. It's going to be quite and me as just there as moral support.
Yeah.
Crouch.
So obviously we're going to have to wrap it up because I've got work in the morning.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Good.
Thank people for joining. Thanks to people in chat, things like that. It's always nice to get other people's opinions on stuff like that.
Thanks for Reece for dropping in as a guest.
Yeah. We will.
And Vayner as well, even though he was in
Yeah.
the chat, he's been
I woke up and saw that the party was still on. I was like, banging, get me in.
So yeah,
Well, Reece, I've
we'll
messaged
pick
you
up
on
this
Discord.
discussion. Maybe next time. Maybe not next Sunday, but it might be a different day. Might be next
Yeah.
Saturday. Whatever's easier, anyway.
But thank you everybody for joining. It's
Because
been
we've got so
fun.
much to talk about, and I don't think we have to wait 2 weeks now. That's the thing.
Yeah.
We could probably do
No,
another
we can
one.
sort it out for. Well, like I
Maybe-
say, next time you're on a late. Yeah, you can do late gaming session.
We could do next Saturday if you want.
Yeah, that
Well,
sounds
yeah,
We're doing
good
next
to
Saturday,
me.
so
early on a Saturday anyway.
Vaney, if you're around next Saturday, mate, it's nice chatting to you. Thanks for your opinions, by the way. And obviously, if anyone watches this back as a pod or anything, it is going on YouTube eventually. So
And
Your opinions are trash.
yeah, abuse me in the comments, bitch.
Yeah, get good, kid.
Right,
thank you again, everybody.
no worries.
Yeah, cheers everybody.
Right, see you later, guys.
Much appreciated.
Bye.
Right, Jay.